Well, we told you earlier on that the Anambra State Governor, Willie Obiano, has asked contractors handling road projects across the state to commence asphalting of the areas with completed earthwork so as to safeguard against road failure. Governor Obiano gave the directive while inspecting the Ogwaniocha and Orefite road projects, where he commended the quality and pace of work.
Governor Willie Obiano arrived in Ogwaniocha in Ogbaru local government area for the inspection of the 14.6-kilometer road. It's a critical one due to its terrain, and over the years the contractor has had a running battle with sand filling and getting about 11 kilometers motorable, as it's never been accessed by vehicles before now. The contractor speaks on the progress of the work thus far.
And we are happy to reach this point now. Here we are at challenge 11,000, remaining like 3 kilometers to reach 14 kilometers. Challenge is the end of the road. We promise His Excellency to go to the end, and before Christmas time, the stone will reach the house of the Igwe around the 12,000 challenge.
The enormous potential in the area, as both an agrarian and oil-rich town, leaves them at great disadvantage without an access road. It's for this reason that the governor makes it a priority to open up the area to enhance developmental and economic activities.
You know, this is a very, very difficult terrain. And no government in Anambra State has ever constructed a road to this community, you know, and we are determined that before Christmas, as we have heard from the contractor, the remaining 3 kilometers should be completed.
While a former speaker of the Anambra State House of Assembly appeals for a bridge to be built.
If by the special grace of God, this road is completed and maybe a small bridge is being added, then we can cross to Ihiala very easily by just a stone throw.
From Ogwaniocha, the governor moves to a Kusigo local government area where he inspects a 5.6-kilometer road. The Commissioner for Works and the contractor briefs him on the development at the site.
His Excellency had directed that we start asphalting our roads. Immediately we feel we do our drain, we start asphalting. So Patrick has promised that maybe people that come for Christmas before they go back, they are going to see asphalt in Isingo Orefite.
By the time we finish this road, we are going to finish with all the road infrastructure and of course with the street lighting to accomplish it.
Several road projects are ongoing, as the state government has mobilized many contractors. And for the people of Anambra State, the governor has earned his trust for keeping his promises, which will stand his party, APGA, in good stead for the forthcoming general elections.
It's time we rejoin Ijoma in our Lagos studio for the rest of News at 10.
Thanks a lot, Ibrahim. Now, stronger ties between government at all levels and private healthcare service providers has been identified as the bedrock for an improved and sustainable healthcare system in Nigeria. And this need was emphasized by the General Manager and Head of Sub-Sahara Africa for Roshi Diagnostics at a conference in Abuja on how to manage and control epidemics in Africa. According to him, healthcare providers, especially laboratory technicians, need to be regularly trained on innovative ways to manage disease outbreaks.
Roche Diagnostics, which is a renowned health equipment manufacturing and training organization with headquarters in Switzerland, is partnering the African Society for Laboratory Medicine at this conference in Abuja. The main objective of the conference is how to manage and effectively control epidemics in Africa. For some of the participants here, there is an urgent need to strengthen collaboration with the government in order to build the capacity of health workers for effective control of epidemics.
We as a healthcare provider or manufacturer in this case sees that we need to work in collaboration, we need to work in partnerships, in strengthening health systems, in strengthening health systems on the one hand, but also on the other hand about capacity building.
For us really to prevent the next outbreak, we need to prepare for it. And we have got training programs that we are doing. so that we are ready. We have got competent laboratory staff to handle and manage some of these outbreaks.
Nigeria has in recent times experienced a series of diseases outbreaks. In most cases, the country has to rely on the World Health Organization's laboratory in Dakar before major treatment steps are taken, a situation that experts say need to change.
The main goal is to ensure that there is good health for individuals within the continent, but good health means appropriate diagnostics as well.
We in Roche Diagnostics in Africa have been partnering with not only the ASLM, but with various bodies across the world in trying to manage pandemics. One of the key things in doing this is strengthening the healthcare system by improving the quality of the labs through training.
Nigeria is prone to some seasonal infectious diseases like meningitis and Lassa fever, a recurring decimal in recent times that no doubt requires a strong collaboration for proper management and control.
Promasidor Nigeria Limited, makers of cowbell milk and other quality food products, has launched its first ready-to-go cereal, Sunvita. At the unveiling in Lagos, the managing director of Promasidor Nigeria disclosed that 75% raw materials from production of Sunvita cereal were locally sourced.
With the combination of cassava, corn and soya, fortified with zinc, iron, calcium and other vitamins and minerals, Sunvita cereal brings its consumers a full package of healthy meal.
We will address the challenges with the balance of trade in the macroeconomic environment that we're facing today, where Nigeria imports more than it exports. With our strong local supply chain, we will nurture and develop and enhance the capacities locally, which will enable us to improve and become a contributor to the balance of trade. And more importantly, it will help to address employment in the country.
We are with integration of the policy of the federal government, when we are proud to say that we are a product, we have 75%, at least minimum 75% local source. And when we are talking even about having such ingredients like cassava, like soya, we are very proud to say that that's purely sourced in Nigeria.
Promasidor Nigeria Limited believes the success of its dairy, beverage and seasoning products in Nigerian markets and the big appetite for cereals, Sunvita will be more appreciated.
For Sunvita, it is such a product that, because of the local contents that are involved, we are going to make sure that we continue it into the next generation. None of our products have stayed for, we've always had long shelf life, we've always had long stay in the market. So it's something that we're committed to. There's a lot of NPD. This product was more than 4 years in the incubator. So it's not something that we're just going to launch and run away from.
It's a product that will help to boost immunity because of the zinc content. Also, because of the iron, it will help in the cognitive development of the child. So it's a product that should be welcomed by all. And our particular IP that is not targeted at just a particular group, is for everybody.
Sunvita comes in 2 variants, Sunvita Original and Sunvita Pops, in 40 and 500 grams, ready to give the day a right start.
Flour Mills of Nigeria has gifted its key distributors with delivery trucks to appreciate their performance over the years. The ceremony, which took place at the Flour Mills of Nigeria Glass House in Apapa here in Lagos, had in attendance Flour Mills key distributors from across the country. And according to the company's chairman, Mr. John Kumantaros, the decision was taken to ease some of the logistics challenges the distributors face.
We have our supply chain.
Flour Mills of Nigeria PLC, makers of Golden Penny Pasta series and other products, have organized this meeting between its management and key distributors to commend them for their efforts over the past years. For the management of Flour Mills, it's an opportunity to appreciate their top distributors while solving their challenge of logistics.
So we are here, and we're here together, and we thank you for being our partners. We are partners together, and we will grow and fly together. And I hope you all enjoy the new trucks, that they become very useful to you any other ideas that you have, we're always welcome to hear your thoughts on how we can help grow your business.
I want to congratulate you for the job that you are doing and for being our partners. Without you, we cannot do anything. You are the very important, part of the chain of FMN.
We know it's not easy out there. We know each and every day you have so many things to contend with. And while it isn't perfect, you have our word that we're going to continue to work on the partnership, and together we'll continue to feed the nation every day and to grow our businesses.
It's a double celebration, as the day also happens to be the birthday of the chairman. It's all smiles of appreciation on the faces of these key distributors as they are gifted the keys to their trucks.
I'm extremely happy for the honor to all of us. And I wish to express my gratitude to Flamin of Nigeria. Let's keep it going, and we also hope to do more in the future.
Can you use it to get to some routes that we've not been able to get to? And we've been looking forward to have something like this anyway. This is a great one and a great opportunity for us, which we know is going to take us to so many places.
It appears the giveaway may not be a one-off instance, as the company hopes to turn it into a tradition.
Let's take a look at some business news now. Here's Emana Amawe.
You First. First Bank.
Thank you, Joma. Welcome to Business News. Moody's has forecast 1.9% growth for Nigeria's economy this year, up from 0.8% in 2017 with a stable outlook. This comes as the global ratings agency, in its report released today, warns that the country's sovereign balance sheet will remain exposed to further shocks due to government's inability to expand its non-oil revenue base sufficiently. Moody's hints that a durable increase in the country's non-oil revenue base will improve its resilience to oil price volatility and increase capital spending on major infrastructure projects, which are crucial to economic development. The country's debt levels are expected to remain contained at about 20% of GDP in 2019. Nigeria's former president, Olusegun Obasanjo, has asked African leaders to ratify the Continental Free Trade Agreement to make way for its implementation. Chief Obasanjo made this known today in Cairo, Egypt, at the opening of the Intra-African Conference, which is prior to the launch of the first Intra-African Trade Fair. The former president hints that the deal is vital for Africa's transformation, and it comprises about $27 million worth of investments for the continent. And positive sentiment returned to the local equities market today following renewed interest by short-term investors in some high-value stocks. Tosin Adesina has more.
Hello and welcome to the Stock Market Report. The domestic stock market ends Tuesday's trading session with a moderate 44 billion naira, recovered from Monday's sell-off after a mixed sectoral performance. In what traders describe as portfolio rebalancing by investors, the 0.34% rebound in the main index was largely driven by gains from the industrial and the consumer goods sector. The market's value was lifted by increases in the share price of 23 gainers, led by 9.52% advance from Veritas Capital, while CNI Leasing tops a list of 16 decliners with a 9.79% price load shed. In over 2,900 transactions, the total volume of shares traded for the day rose by more than 50 million units from Monday's session to 215.38 million units, led by the shares of Zenith, Sterling Bank and FBN Holdings. That's the Stock Market Report. I'm Tosin Adesina.
Meanwhile, major global markets ended the day's trading session mostly positive after a more volatile session on Wall Street, as investors focus on the next stage of trade talks between the two world's largest economies, the United States and China. Let's see the closing figures. And that's Business News tonight. Thank you for staying with us. I'm Emana Amawe. It's back to you, Ijoma.
You First. First Bank.
Thanks, Emana. Still ahead on the news at 10, it's decision day in the UEFA Champions League as top European teams battle for survival.